Рейвен, точнее, замастить за Шерлоком. Геркуле Пуаро, теперь еще Шерлока Холмса приплел, да?
Inspector Legrand was quite clear. I'm only to enter the freight car if there's news to report.
Да. Были мы там, были. Прошлый раз. Теперь надо опять какую-то херобору найти. Неугомонный.
I'd better let him read his newspaper. I'll leave the... I need a bit of wire or something like that.
Я понял, что здесь. Криминал. Кошелек. Таблетки. Место. Подожди. Мне нужно... Кто они?
An extra... Yet, they say she can be difficult.
Это ладно, это с ним. У меня нет никаких отмычек, не появилось.
There could be many reasons for the violinist's shaking hand. Strained nerves, an illness, my money's on alcohol. It wouldn't be the first musician who ruined his career that way.
Куда ты пошел?
First, I've done...
Да, блядь. Да, иди сюда. Куда ты пошел?
The train covers a distance of more than 3,000 kilometers. In many cities, they... First, I better see about getting the door open, and then have another talk with the professor. It doesn't seem like I'll get anything out of him as long as the door is still locked. He's on the Formula One World Championship. Making two.
Хоть я тоже согласен в этой системе. Я понимаю, что... Давайте попробуем это как бы что пойти закатывать. Просто таблетками вот этим. Я здесь косточеру. Без результата. Очень понятно, что делать вообще не могу.
Although she's just knitting. Taking up a craft like that is typical of women who were told as little girls that idleness is a sin. Lady Westmacott.
Yes?
I was wondering if you might...
Sign your book, Constable Zellner?
If it isn't too much of an inconvenience.
Of course it's an inconvenience, but only a small one. You're welcome.
Thank you so very much. There are thousands of things I would like to ask her, but nothing would justify neglecting my duties here on the train. There are thousands of things I would like to ask her, but nothing would justify neglecting my duties here on the train. I think it's uncomfortable for her when I talk to her in front of Lady Westmacott. She seems to take it as an inappropriate distraction from her work, although she's just knitting. Taking up a craft like that is typical of women who were told as little girls that idleness is a sin.
Я понял, как повторить номер. Ну куда ты пошел, ты дурачок? Блядь, тупой он. Хотя он ходит, кто заходит, блядь, стой, еду сюда.
I'll leave the scissors here. If I need them, I know where to find them.
О, это те риски, а не те риски, да. Где есть те риски. Хорошо. Хорошо.
I'd better let him read his newspaper if I don't have any pressing questions.
Нет, все применяю, может быть. Что-то понравится. Может попробовать сейчас зайти туда.
I'm only to enter the freight car if there's news to it.
Бля, какое-то душное. Вообще нет подсказок каких-то, куда я знаю, что делать. Я не очень понимаю. Ага. Даже так? Ну, это особо не влияет. Ты мешаешь вот реально вот своим присутствием, ты мешаешь.
I need a bit of wire or something like that to pick the lock.
А я тебя возьму. Ты уже, блин, повторяешься 10 раз. То есть,
I'd better let him...
ну, причем ради вообще никак не влияет на нас.
I think it's uncomfortable. Although she... I think it's uncomfortable for her when I talk... Although she's... First, I better see about getting the door open, and then have another talk with the professor. It doesn't seem like I'll get anything out of him as long as the door is still locked. The little label on the door reads Baroness von Trebitz. Blue blood on the Orient Express.
Yes, what is it? Whoever that is, James, ask them whether they found my purse and then closed the door. The noise on this train is driving me crazy.
You're missing a purse. Was it stolen?
At the very least, I cannot find it, sir.
It was stolen.
When was the last time the Baroness saw her purse?
What?
In Zurich, on the platform, sir.
I just asked where you last saw your purse.
In Zurich on the platform. James, tell him that I still had it when I got out to stretch my legs.
The Baroness says...
Maybe you lost it there.
What?
The Baroness never loses anything, sir.
I never lose anything.
Very well then. I shall be on the lookout for your purse. If I might ask you a few questions about your fellow passengers.
I thought he was looking for my purse. James, tell him to look for my purse.
Конечно, что, блядь, вот эти
wishes that
штуки
you
есть.
search for her
Детей
purse.
дальше.
But couldn't we perhaps... All right. First, the purse. I will have a look around.
Thank you, sir.
Так, блядь, что, не отдать кошелек нужны?
The Baroness seems to have a special personality. I better not bother her until I find her purse.
А вот это что, блядь, не кошелек, и дурак.
I better not bother. I better not. The Baroness seems to
Дурак,
have
что ли? Я нашел кошелек, идиот.
a special personality. I better not bother her until I find her purse.
Ты пес смеять, что не понимаешь, что ли? Вот он, блядь, у тебя в кармане идет, лежит. Где ты глядишься? В инвентаре. Вот он, кошелек.
The Baroness seems to have
Я вообще, блядь, вам
a special personality. I better not bother her until I find her purse.
Ты дурак, что ли? Я о тебе реально было лучше мнение.
If I may trouble you once more. A passenger is missing her purse. Perhaps you've seen it.
So, there are thieves on the train.
It's been missing for some time now. Probably since Zurich.
The Swiss don't let go of money easily, do they? Oh, pardon me. No, I haven't seen the purse.
Have a good trip. I don't know what more to ask. There could be many. My money. The Baroness seems to have, I better not bother her until I... First, I better see about... Doesn't seem like I'll get anything out of it. Mrs. Miller?
Yes?
A passenger's purse has gone missing. I suppose you haven't seen it.
Sorry, no.
Nor have I.
Have you asked my little boy? Maddie is good at finding things.
I haven't asked him yet, but I will. Goodbye, Mrs. Miller.
Goodbye, Constable.
I think it's uncommon, although...
Ну, короче, наверное, возможно, дело в скрипте. То, что я пошел раньше, не читать.
Hello, Dr. Gebhardt.
Я пошел свет, вот не даст.
Mr. Zellner.
Да, сами взгляд, вы знаете.
I meant to ask, the Baroness is missing her purse.
A Baroness? This train is really full of the creme de la creme. The Queen of Crime is over there, and now a Baroness as well.
Have you seen the purse?
Unfortunately, no. Do you know Lady Westmacott? You were talking to her.
Well, I'm an admirer of her work.
Like so many others. I once read in the newspaper that only Shakespeare and the Bible sell more copies than her crime novels.
I read that too.
She must be filthy rich. As a doctor, I'd have to work 1,000 years to earn that kind of money.
Auf Wiedersehen, Dr. Gebhardt.
Goodbye, Constable. It was a pleasant chat, really.
Давайте выйдем. Да ладно, сработал ее открывать первым.
Inspector Legrand?
Anything to report?
Baroness von Trebitz told me that she's missing her purse.
Baroness von Trebitz? Interesting. Indeed, sir. But it has nothing to do with our case.
So I shouldn't concern myself with the matter.
Why not? It's your job as a policeman. But don't expect me to be particularly interested in a lost purse.
I'll get back to work now.
Good.
Давайте попробуем к баронессе это пойти. Баронесса. Баронесса. Давайте вручить.
I better not bother. The Baroness seems to have... I better not bother her. I need the right key or a proper tool to get the door open. First, I better see about doesn't... I don't know what more to ask.
Я не знаю, им тоже с кем еще разговаривать. Да куда ты пошли? Надо же не принуждать, что сделать. Что еще мною не выполнено? Я хочу, что я не хотел. Сейчас учение. Куда ты пошел?
There could be many reasons for the violinist's shaking hand. Strained nerves, an illness, my money's on...
Какой-то бред достал. Я чувствую. Воздуха вот это нет. Нет. Блять. Придурок. Туда, кажется, позвал.
First, I better see about getting the door open, and then have another talk with the professor. It doesn't seem like I'll get anything out of him as long as the door is still locked.
Да, блядь, ощущение. Мужик, блядь, все равно ты не наебан.
The Baroness seems to have,
Мне кажется, что это игра богованная, очень мне больше нравится. Кажется.
The Baroness seems to have...
Да, только стоит на какой-то стороне. Господи.
Although I think it's uncomfortable. I need a bit of wire or something like that to pick the lock. I'd better let him read his news.
Нахрена ему газета?
I think it's uncomfortable. First, I better see about getting the door open. Doesn't seem like... The Baroness... I better...
Вот, шлёк идёт. Двери поднести. Который должен был посмотреть.
We don't just have a lot of railroads. We have the most beautiful ones in the world. Doesn't seem like I'll get anything out of him as long as the door is still locked. First, I better not bother her until I find her purse.
Ты нашел кошелек, идиот. Вот кошелек. Этому покажи. Всем покажи, расскажи. Так уж спасибо, скажи, идиот. Вот это. Ой, ребята, не могу я больше в эту игру. Ну, блядь, она просто реально сматывает. Я, блядь, уже не знаю, что делать.
The Baroness seems to have a special personality. I better not bother her until I find her purse.
Это, короче, старый маразматик уже. Начинает уже надоедать. Ладно, все, всем тогда пока. Прощаюсь. Увидимся в следующий раз.